if it was on film, y'all. Come on, Cody. Here, Cody. I want that out. You can see through the screen. Come on. It's early. Whew, y'all. Cody was sleeping, and this thing flew down right in our lap. Didn't even have time to get ready for Cody. Cody hung in there with me. This is a tough hunt for him right here. Tough hunt for me. Whew. Golly, Tennessee bird. What do you think, buddy? Cody was snoring. Guys, turkey, he was roosted. Whew. It's a big old ridge right up there. He was roosted up there. I ain't sure it wasn't two of them. When he flew down, I had yelped at him real soft. And then, whew, man. And when I kind of yelped a little harder, he was right up there on that ridge and gobbled at me, and I just shut up, and he come down through there. I didn't have time to, it's still pretty cold. Cody we'd been in here an hour before daylight. They just ain't gobbling good enough. I didn't have time to. Camera's falling. I didn't have time to get Cody ready. Cody hung in there with me. He's been ready to go home, and we've been after it. We found this bird. It took us, shoot, that first day of scouting, 100 miles. We drove about 250 miles. Oh. This is the bird we found. I thought we may have bumped him yesterday when he got close, and the more, I thought them two turkeys that pitched out was hens, and I thought maybe he'll be by himself because we didn't really find nothing yesterday. Maybe he'll be by himself this morning, and he was. I thought it was two in here, a Jake gobbling or something. I ain't sure. Whew, I'm fired up. All right, come in here, Cody. We in there? Where did your feet go? Oh boy, he got some spurs on him too. I want y'all to look at the rope on this thing. Come in here with me, Cody. Y'all look at that. Look at that. Tennessee. Look at the rope on this thing. Y'all see that? He got some good hooks too. He may just be a 2-year-old, but I don't care. Golly, he got a beard on him, Cody.
2 years old and got a beard.
Huh?
He's 2 years old and he's got a beard.
2 years old and a beard. God, that's good stuff there. We have worked hard, y'all. Worked hard. Man, that's good stuff. I don't know if he was on video or not. I think the camera was probably pointed the wrong way. Tennessee turkey. Boy, he got a rope on him too, Cody.
Turkey head down after left my stuff under there. We're walking back to get it.
That's a big old tree we were sitting by, Cody.
Huh?
That's a big old tree we were sitting by.
Yep.
Show them that tree right there we were sitting by. Look how big that tree is.
And big.
Big old tree.
And I was snoozing when it was shot. And I think I woke up.
Show them where you woke up.
Yeah, sitting up there. The edge of the tree.
Show them.
Good thing I didn't sit there.
Yeah, no, I was sitting over here. Cody was behind me snoring. Cody was behind me snoring over there. I thought you was gonna run the turkey off. Come in quick.
I thought those were.
Watch that barbed wire right there.
Yeah, that's why I thought the cobwebs. I thought that was cobwebs.
Oh, you were? I forgot they right there, ain't they?
Right there, cobwebs.
Already got him a Tennessee turkey feather now for his hat. All right, y'all, I've been wanting to do this with the truck camper. Tennessee turkey hanging on the back. All right, y'all, we back in the truck riding. Whew. I ain't looked back at any footage or not, but I don't think I probably had him on it. Maybe I did. I don't even know if I ever got him gobbling on there. He didn't gobble but about 5 times. I thought it was 2 of them, but I think when he hit the ground, he just kind of moved. But starting to sprinkle, Cody. Oh, it was a tough place, but I decided last night that since we found that one, we might as well just hang with him. And I think yesterday, I think it's the same turkey that walked by real close and just dropped over that ridge. And then when we walked up, the 2 turkeys flew. I thought it was over, and the more I thought about it last night, I think it was just his 2 hens that I busted. So I said, let's go back in there. If he's by himself, he'll come in there. I mean, it happened once he hit the ground, and I don't think I had the camera on, but I yelped pretty hard with my slate call, and he gobbled, and I didn't do nothing else. Next thing I know, he come down off that tall ridge, white head, strutting. I mean, it would have been some beautiful footage, but where we was sitting, it was just wide open. And off up here where we at, I just put the gun up and I let the camera run forever. I don't know if he's on there or not, but I just couldn't concentrate on that camera. I had to get a turkey because it's tough up here. A lot of people. One thing I was gonna say too, I know a lot of y'all's heard of this Onyx, whatever you want to call it, maps. And I've never used it much. A little bit on the river at home, a little bit around our places playing with it, but that right here, up here where we at, saved the day. That day when we rode around scouting, every time I saw a turkey, I dropped a pin everywhere. And I didn't even think about it before it was over with, but by the time it was over with, I had me a little map, turkeys all the way around. And then, of course, we kind of concentrated that area and looked around a lot of places, but I finally found that one turkey and dropped a pin. Of course, we camped right by him. I mean, when we got out of the camper the last 2 mornings, we just walked right to him. And it was kind of off to the side, and we noticed maybe more turkeys right up in the middle where everybody's at, but just a lot of people. And I was so happy we found this turkey away from everybody. So, I mean, we had them people walk up on us that first morning, but after that, of course, it's just the second morning. Feels like we've been here 2 weeks, but just did pretty good. Did just worked like it was supposed to this morning. Just really wasn't hammering. I'd like to got some gobbling, but he just wasn't hammering. But he did like he's supposed to. I mean, it was 6:30, I think, when I shot. It hadn't been daylight long. But anyway, this Onyx map is, if it wasn't for that, we'd be in trouble up here. I could have saw that turkey and probably never got back to where we was at. All right, we finna ride. Another thing I was gonna say about this Onyx maps, and I've seen the Hunt the Public and Catman Outdoors and all them use it. It's running. I mean, it's steadily. If you got your like, once we get off the highway up here, you're at 0 service, and your phone's looking for service. Steadily trying to run your battery down, and I've never been off grid, so to speak, this long. And but I did notice when me and Mitt and them was on the river, it'd start running your battery down. So as soon as we'd leave town and get out here where there was no service, I hit mine to hit it on airplane mode, and the maps still work. I mean, you cut your location services on the phone, and maps and all still work, and you can go all day and it don't hardly touch your battery. So that's a pretty cool thing about it. That Onyx map, they got it figured out for getting out places like this. And I mean, the maps are so good. It shows the roads and tree, I mean, everything. And like I said, it would have been hard to do this trip without it. All right, I got my zoom camera today. Oh, that bison got a calf. Lean back, Cody. See that baby? She just had that baby. I'll make sure ain't nobody behind her. She ain't had that baby. His umbilical cord still hanging. She just had that thing. Pretty neat there, ain't it, Cody? Alright, so we figured up we got about probably 30 hours, 300 miles in the truck, and probably at least 15 miles of walking in that turkey. Cody's been wanting a biscuit from McDonald's, and we ain't been out early enough. He got a bacon and egg biscuit. I got a sausage biscuit with cheese and a large sweet tea. We thought we'd eat breakfast at McDonald's this morning. Kentucky Lake here. I guess this is the Tennessee River. I think they call this Kentucky Lake.
What are these guys doing? Stopping here?
Might be fishing. Tennessee River. Alright, y'all, guess what? We back in Alabama. Cody decided, he'd been missing Mama. I have too. He decided after this morning it was supposed to do a bunch of rain in there that he wanted to come on to the house. So that turkey this morning would have been tough for him to get on, but I know he probably could have, but he's not mad about it at all. He had done got tired and wore out. I mean, that was a tough hunt, all the riding and walking and looking and not sleeping much and all. He had a big time. My main thing, I just didn't want to burn him out and him not go again. And he's good. He's already talking about somewhere else we might can go. So as he gets older, kind of break him in on this deal right here. And I'm wore out too now. We hustled to get that turkey. Lots of fun, but I tell you, it wasn't no cakewalk, and just, that's one of my first, I've been on some public land, like I said before, in different states, but that's the toughest one I've ever been on. But just proud and happy we pulled it off. I hadn't even looked at the footage yet. I feel sure he's not on there, but possibly could be. We decided to go, jump in the truck, and got our biscuit at McDonald's, stopped one time and got fuel and came on the house, and it is flooding here. But had a great time. My videoing on the turkeys this year just hadn't been real good. It just some bad situations, but up there where we was at, I was in kill mode, and just had a short period of time to get it done. At home here, it's not that big a deal, but up there, we wanted to get her done, and we did. Truck camper did great. I mean, did great. That was a lot of fun. I only run the generator one night. Battery held up the lights and the water pump, and used gas for the heat and everything else. Just, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I plan on doing a lot more of that. Don't know if we'll get to do any trips this year, more trips this year, turkey hunting, but boy, excuse me, I've been yawning on videos lately. I am tired, but anyway, appreciate y'all riding along with us. Didn't get to video much, just me and Cody eating and looking around mostly, but that's about all we did. And then the hunt this morning was short. I mean, I think it was 6:30 when it was over with. Anyway, appreciate all y'all watching. Out of here.